Hey traders, Jason here with Day Trading Fearless. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new, welcome. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. And also in this video, we're going to talk about what not to do when day trading. Follow these steps to be a better day trader, okay? Or a better trader overall. But before we jump into this video, make sure you check out my website, daytradingfearless.com, to sign up for the $99 lifetime subscription special for the weekly S&P Emini trade zones. These are zones where I give you resistance, support, open gaps, and open VPOCs for the following week trading. You also, in the member section, will receive a 2-hour trade zone training video course where I teach you everything about the trade zones, how to draw them, so you could trade any stock, future, or cryptocurrency. And you also get the member section with all the resistance, support levels, and things like that to draw in any chart. So make sure you check it out. Links down below, but right back to the video. Okay, with that being said, let's jump right into it, right? What not to do when day trading. We're not going to overtrade, right? And we're going to go through each one of these. So don't think you're smarter than the markets. Don't overthink it. Don't think you don't need a stop loss, and don't trade with real money at the beginning. And I'll explain why. So let's kind of go into the very first one, right? Follow these steps to become a better professional day trader. Okay, so number one, do not overtrade. What I mean is this is not a casino. This is not gambling, right? This is if you're serious and you really want to make money, like a lot of the professionals do, you have to take this like a business, run it like a business, and think of it as a business, okay? This isn't a weekend up in Vegas where you're just kind of gambling, take $300, hey, if I lose it, I lose it, at least I had fun. No, this is about learning a skill, becoming really good at that skill, and then mastering it and being able to make money from it, and hopefully a full-time living to where you could be a professional day trader. So don't overtrade, right? And a lot of ways to look at it is don't sit there and feel like you need to make 100 trades, right? For me, usually on my good days, right, I'll take 1 or 2 trades a day. Now, it depends what the market's doing. Some days there will be 5 or 6 opportunities. Other days there won't be a single opportunity. And I've learned over the years, sometimes you gotta just sit and be patient. Think of it as you're like a snake and you're watching your prey, and then all of a sudden you're just waiting for the prey to make one mistake, and that's where the snake goes in for the kill, right? Or a lion, same exact thing. And that's what we need to learn to do. It's a very, very great skill to have. It's a very, very hard skill to learn. But once you learn it and you understand how to become patient, trading becomes a lot easier, a lot less stressful because you don't have the ups and downs. Yes, it gets boring a little bit, I will not lie, but with that being said, it's better than working a regular 9-to-5 job. So make sure you guys don't overtrade. Second thing is don't think you're smarter than the market. So I've trained thousands of people throughout the years, and one common theme that I see in a lot of these people is they always think, hey, after a couple months of trading, they're going to be smarter than the market, and they know exactly what the market's going to do. And what the market will do is smack them upside their head and make them lose a lot of money because they don't understand. It's kind of like having a mentor and thinking you're smarter than your mentor after 6 months or whatever, and then you go do whatever you're going to do, and then it fails, and the mentor goes, I told you so, right? I'm going to tell you, I told you so. Trust me, 6 months is not long enough to really understand and grasp the market. The reason I say that is because the market is always changing, but with that being said, there's only a couple characteristics that the markets have, but you need to do this for years and years. That 10,000 hour rule, right, is where it comes into effect, where you've seen this same movie over and over. But if it's your first time seeing the movie, you don't know what's going to happen and what the outcome is a lot of times. So don't ever think you're smarter than the markets, or else the market will slap you around. Third, do not overthink it. Okay, do not overthink the markets. There are so many rabbit holes you could go down and just kind of as you're learning. And it's almost like if I could go back at the very beginning, I wish somebody would teach me one thing and that's all I ever learned. I love learning. That's why I'm so knowledgeable. But there's also a downside to that is every second, and this is one thing that I tell my students, right? Every second or minute you spend doing something else than what you're trying to master is 1 second or minute farther away from mastering it. And really think about that, right? If you overthink things and you start going, or you have 10 different indicators on your chart, okay, you're overthinking it. Just keep it simple. The market does not need to be that hard. If you look at my bread and butter, I just have one stochastic with candlesticks on there, and that's it. I'm waiting for a certain pattern. I don't have a MACD and RSI and this and that, and 5 different moving averages, and it's just I want price action to do this one thing, right? And I've mastered it. And it gets to the point to where I no longer overthink what the trade is or the trade setup. So let's move on to number 4. Don't ever think you don't need a stop loss. I'll tell you right now, okay, to become a professional trader, okay, and be consistent, you need this. A, you need to always have a plan. B, you need to always have an entry, a target, and a stop loss before you enter the trade. Now, I tell people that I've trained, you can always move your stop loss closer so you're not losing as much, trail it, do whatever you want, but you can never move it farther away. That's when the trouble begins. Trust me, I've been there. I've done that. Second, your take profit. If you're going up to your take profit and the market's starting to do something you like or don't like, don't ever move the stop target farther away. It's okay to take less profits, but never remove that to a farther target, because what will happen a lot of times is it'll go to your original and then it'll reverse and then stop you out. And you're like, I shouldn't have done that, right? So I'm trying to tell you all the things to do before you have to learn it on the hard way. That's why I'm doing these videos, to help you understand. Let me know what you guys have done in the comments below of, do you guys follow your plan? How good are you? And it's one of those things you constantly have to always follow your plan. So don't ever think you don't need a stop loss or a trade plan. Stop losses are the number one thing. Always protect your capital. Okay, and then finally, number 5, don't trade with real money at the beginning. One of the themes that I see with people is they want to trade real money at the get-go. Now, if you want to trade real money, that's fine. Do one share. That's it, until you understand. But don't lose all your money trying to learn, because by the time you're done with your 10,000 hours, you're going to be broke because you've rode that roller coaster. You've never gone down that one strategy. So you're losing while you're learning. For me, I'm like, hey, don't lose money while you learn. And then when you do have, when you finally learn, then you could put real money. When you become consistent day after day, week after week, month after month. This is not a get rich quick type of business, right? I mean, you can make a couple trades, be lucky, but over time, your P&L will go like this, it'll go like this, and then over time, it'll just slowly come all the way back down. Just like a lot of these high flyer stocks, right? They usually come all the way back down because there's no fundamental reason for them to be that high. But with your account, yeah, you got lucky on a couple, but then you're just going to churn your account and end up losing it all. So don't trade with real money at the beginning, or like I said, trade 1 or 2 shares where you're really not going to get hurt. Okay, cool. You make $1, lose $1, 10 cents. There's 0 commission, so it really doesn't bother you. Doesn't hurt you to where you create bad habits or you lose a lot of money on really not knowing what you do. But then when you figure this out, now you become gun shy of pulling the trigger. So hopefully these things help you of how to become a better day trader, and also what not to do, right? So with that being said, as always, thank you for watching these videos, and we'll talk to you soon.